Nariba there, but cut out beautifully, defensively thereby from Gold Stars, who are trying to keep it neat and simple in midfield as they try to tease their way out. And here comes the man who they are looking out front to see what he can do. Sanu.
Has been forced too wide, and I think that is brilliant from the All Blacks defense. Ayat Bubakari and Roland Leve. It's always important to keep the most dangerous opponent far away from the penalty area.
This man is going to mop everything up at the back there. I think that's been an experienced player. Hartefok, Midiema, and now Gold Stars. This man certainly has something to provide.
He has all the experience over the years playing for Hartefok, Midiema at sea. Now the Black Stars B, it's been very much impressive to see him anytime he's on the pitch, and he offers Gold Stars lots of calm in their defensive end and also adds to the bite up front.
There's been some conversations going on, just trying to find exactly how these players have had to commit themselves from the Division 1 league. 16 years. When you speak to the players and you speak to the supporters of All Blacks, they keep telling you it's been 16 years we've been fighting to be in the Premier League, and now we've got the chance. We're not going to go on relegation with a free kick here to be taken by the referee, Richard Cancer just spotting some bit of a push there in the 18-yard box. That the fans would have to wait a little bit and to see if they can actually nip in the first goal here. It's been calling, they've been calling on this referee to see if they can get something. First 15 minutes already approaching, and they've had some very good chances, but lifted into the box. Again, cut out beautifully by Gold Stars. Possession back to All Blacks. And again into the box, but it's been picked up by Kobe.
It wasn't the most decent of deliveries. You would have expected that would have easily come from Swansea, but it just got onto the path of Francis Cheney, who managed to clear his lines. But the return ball was just a teasing one, only needed a tap from Solomon Nireba, but unfortunately he was late to that ball.
The man Kweku at Swansea Baffle has got 2 goals. And he scored in almost all the away games there. Pretty much of a very, very painful injury there to the Gold Stars player, who's definitely needs some bit of attention. Twisting of the arm, I guess.
Well, that was a very bad fall from him. You can see Emmanuel Ejay down on the turf, really in pain. That seemed to be a very bad one. Wow, it's rather the tall and lanky striker, Sanu. They wouldn't want to lose him now. But it looks he'll be able to continue playing. Looks positive.
It looks exciting and positive there for All Blacks. They've gone in for a coach, Ahmed Fatih from Egypt, who's emphasized the importance of hard work and discipline while in securing their place in the Ghana Premier League. Last season, Gold Stars proved to be a very formidable traveling team, finishing as the 3rd best away side with 6 wins, 5 draws, and 6 defeats. They're now looking to extend their away winning streak to 3 consecutive games, showcasing their ability to perform well on the road as well. But they have this free kick there to be taken in the man spot in 24 shed there, Philip Ofori. Got to see a lot of white-shirted players in the box. They're lifting the ball deep into the far post there, trying to pick up Tinga there, but referee just whistling for an infringement.
Well, that was a high boot. He should have known better. Tried to keep the press on Leve to make a mistake. And the referee was just close to the action, had to whistle. Set pieces being given away. But I think it's one of the most difficult plays that clubs need to perfect. You can't be giving away set pieces in that manner.
Absolutely not. Abdulaziz, who's manning the left full back position, has been very consistent there for the side. He's maintained a performance there the fans are excited about. Whenever we should drag in the ball up front, it's going to be a lot of a tag of war. He's trying to push and join the attack, but ball has again been cleared away by Gold Stars. It's been repelled back into the box of Gold Stars again as a tackle for once again. Certainly going to be a lot of work there. Edward Ajiman also playing his role to ensure that at least they keep possession neat and simple away from the dangerous players of All Blacks. And the referee just spotting yet another infringement. Edward Ajiman.
It looked like a collision there. He seemed to have come with worse. Holding on to his knee. It doesn't look too good for him. Edward Ajiman.
Well, Kevin, 5 players have seen full 90 minutes for All Blacks. Goalkeeper Clement Aye, Roland Leve, Zayat Abubakar, Clement Tutu, Abdulaziz Aziz. These are players who have consistently seen to the end of every game there for All Blacks.
And surprisingly, all these 5 players, the goalkeeper and the back 4.
Well, it's exciting to have the next generation watching football. At least it starts early for All Blacks.
Exactly, a mother and a son transferring the energy, the passion, the support to that lad at an early age. A sense of entitlement that this is my own and I need to do better. That's the beauty of the Ghana Premier League.
Nobody's left out. Absolutely nobody. Stars now trying to charge forward there. There's going to be an infringement, a foul here. There's been a lot of work there from Emmanuel Atakofi and Aye as well. And sometimes you see the work rate of Emmanuel Konto.
Yeah. He's one of the players you look forward to make sure that that link-up play between midfield and attack is done with all the fluidity you would expect.
Again, it's a Friedman's a foul. Obviously, not the best performance from Derek Siama. Again, it was a needless foul to be given there by Siama.
That was a rash challenge there. And I think you can understand him. You allow Konto to turn at your own peril.
But this is going to be not the best of deliveries into the box. Clement Aye is pretty much on holidays this afternoon. It's been a lot of balls into half of Gold Stars. Aziz. Gideon Anaba has been trying to keep things neat and simple at the back there, but again, possession lost in midfield. Atinga here. It's one player who was very consistent when it comes to the sports kick there for Hearts of Oak and Midfield. Atinga has been given a chance to play a part here. The quality ball. It's been well taken. Gold Stars will have for possession, but again, neat defensive cover. Oh, lovely work there, handball situation against Rudolph Mensah. The referee spotting that and clearly indicating the decision.
He clearly knew his faults there. Brilliant take by him. Rudolph Okwanswanzi with that dink of a pass. And he had 2 men to face. Unfortunately, his outstretched arm had to just stop him in his tracks.
Right, decision again going against the home side. And fans not excited about the call, and they have their own disagreements. For the assistant referee.
quite interesting. Goals that seems not to have recovered from their shocks and the exit from the CAF Champions League. The team looks a bit disjointed, and that is not what we've seen from the Ghana Premier League champions.
Well, again, it's a lot of a fluffy situation there from the goalkeeper. And again, he's had to come out and make a save there to ensure that at least he keeps his team still in the game.
Ronald still causing lots, Rudolph, I should say, causing lots of problems inside the penalty area. That was a very good leap there, preventing an abba, but goalkeeper Kobe had to pick for the second time.
Advantage given to Gold Stars. And again, it's a foul there. We've seen this team quality in terms of performance. Again, we will be talking about the freshness of African campaign just on the players of Bibiani Gold Stars. They're just not the best of display there for Ghana. 7 goal dropping there from Kabili. Oh, lovely header here. It goes out.
Well, that was a good delivery. So very much hanging and knowing Atakumi, not the greatest of height. And he did well with a very good leap. I think there was no pressure on him. Could have at least found the target.
A lot of space in midfield for Derek. Spreading play to Inerba. He's been flagged offside. And again, Fatih animated about the call there.
You can understand him. He thought that his team had been very much expansive. Nereba moving away from the central area down the flanks. That was a very brilliant delivery there from Rudolph. But I think he was too quick in his tracks. Very close there. But you can't blame Dolabanu Emmanuel for raising his flag.
Well, this is the very first time, the very first ever competitive meeting between Swedru All Blacks and Bibiani Gold Stars. The last 5 matches of our Gold Stars really been interesting there since they got an opportunity to play a part in the Ghana Premier League, and there's a foul committed here. Again, there will be a lot of arguments as to whether that indeed was a foul. Kweku Bafo.
That was a battle of the captains, and he came second best. Atinga knowing very well. Had to just shield the ball. It looks like he's come off with an injury, and medics would have to attend to him. These are two very much experienced players, and Swansea, from his days at Wow Stars, knows exactly what to do to unsettle any defender.
Well, he had to come in to replace the sacked Finfo Mwanso. And he was given the odious task to lead the team to Algeria as the assistant coach, thrown into the performance there. And the team had to pick up 5 goals after conceding 2 already in Ghana. But the black and white bold colors of Swedru All Blacks clearly indicating that they're ready for a lot and lots of surprises there. They just can't afford to go down. I tell you what, Brecum Chelsea also playing a part here. I'm just Great Olympics also playing a part there. Brecum Chelsea also having to come here and then picking up a defeat. But Great Olympics in Division 1, not here, but at least they've got their supporters here.
Well, I'm sure that lady thinking about Great Olympics, unfortunately losing one of the great coaches we've seen in the Ghana Premier League and in local football, Anna Walker, who died earlier this week. Very unfortunately, it brings back memories of how impactful he was, bringing Great Olympics back to Ghana's top flight, causing lots of difficult times for some of the teams. But unfortunately, they couldn't keep their stay in the division.
Tell you what, this what you're looking for. And Aziz goes to ground. Oh, the referee says no.
that was a bad fall there, indecision. Once the touch came from behind, he was off balance on the ball, but decided to throw himself to the ground. No referee is going to give that.
Gold Stars are unbeaten in the last 5 games in the Premier League. Have won 4 of them. They've scored 12 goals and had to concede 3. The goalkeeper of Swedru Blast, Clement Ai, has got just 1 clean sheet after match day 3 in the Premier League. We're a total of 5 players, or 7. I tell you what, 5 players from All Blacks and Gold Stars have scored 7 goals combined after match day 3 games. 2 goals each player. You're talking about Kwekwa Swazi-Bafra from Swedru All Blacks, and Samuel Takumi also. All of them have scored 2 goals each there in the Premier League. And the man I was just talking about with his performance, just picking a foul there, Kwekwa Swazi-Bafra.
Very clever, intelligent on the ball. He has the quick feet to turn around, playing just right behind the main striker, Nana Kwesi Mensah-Rudolph. He knows exactly what to do to make sure that defenses have a very difficult time.
And again, the ball's just going away there from Kabia Neriba.
He was too quick once again. Too quick. And I think he needs to time his runs. The intent has always been clear to go a bit expansive and running behind Philip Ofori. But they haven't been successful, all because the timing of the pass and the timing of the run have been at variance.
When you talk about the players and their performance in the Premier League, there's All Blacks have seen some energy in their performance. You talk about what Fatih has brought into the players. This is not a side that's played in the Premier League or perhaps the Division 1 League for quite 16 years. It looks like a team that had already played in the Ghana Premier League for some time. They're very comfortable, they're very compact. And they create quality chances and possess the ball very calmly as they move as well. Oh, that's a lovely piece of football there from All Blacks, and they may have to see if they can't get the first goal here, but it's Kobe who comes into the party and to stop this marauding runs there from Swedru All Blacks. That was quality and sweet passing play there from the home side.
Beautiful switch there from Samuel Boateng Fosu, making sure that long delivery to find Shadrach Arthur. But the decision making from Shadrach not the very best, and Swansea wanted a cutback, but unfortunately, he couldn't come through.
Okay, also is looking for the attacking player up front there, so half an hour gone already. And All Blacks again, they may want to see if Rudolph can do something, trying to control the ball in the box. Recycles the ball back again, and so it has to be in swing into the ball, but the shot comes out. Oh, just sweeping across the face of goal, and there's the man, Tutu, coming out with something special. Neriba also switching play there. You're looking at what they can produce. This is Swedru All Blacks. Oza.
Clever play there, and Tutu had a great opportunity from where he was to find the opener. But credit to Onaba to head that away. But earlier, that was a brilliant save there by Kobe at near post with his foot.
Again, near post action there by All Blacks. Ball back again. It's going to be sent in, but not too sure this is the rugby football. This is Ghana Premier League.
Well, the intent was clear, but that was very poor coming in there from Samuel Boateng Fosu. He was expecting to hit that one as a drive directly and test goalkeeper Emmanuel Kobe again. But ball decided to go far away from him, off target. I think that has been the most interesting pattern of play we've seen from All Blacks in the opening half.
Well, so there's going to be a water break there. So it's been one of the games you expect the home side to have picked up the first goal. They've had some quality chances. They've had to really take the game straight to Goal Stars. Your impression so far?
Lots of quality chances falling to Goal Stars. Their indecision haven't really helped them to get the ball up to striker Sanu, who's been pushed wide. But for All Blacks, very much dominant, creating all the goal-scoring opportunities. The offside to Nereba, he needs to time his runs properly. And for Rudolph, he needs to get better. He needs to be finding the ball on target a lot more times. You can't be missing sitters. Generally, it's been a dominant display from the returnees. But for the champions, they look a little bit disjointed. They seem to be lacking confidence. You may attribute it to the number of changes made. About 5 different changes made to this team that lost 5-0 to JS Kabili. And hopefully they can get better. Well, just passing by on the screen to some former players from the Ghana Premier League. Bismarck Aidan, Brekum Chelsea. One hell of an attacker together with Clote, Emmanuel Clote.
Yeah. And again, it's as one of the Premier League excitement, and Rita really having a very quality time this afternoon with All Blacks and Gold Stars. She's really seeing some of the calls not agreed upon by the fans though, but that decision is already gone. She's a centre referee, and whatever she says is final. She's
had a very decent game so far. You can blame her for the decisions she's made that has gone against any of the teams. Just as you know, fans would always wish that every decision goes their favour, whether right or wrong. I think she's had a very good command this afternoon.
Tell you what, they have a lot of teams that have come from the Central region in the Ghana Premier League since 1956, with the likes of Ebuswan Dwarfs and Venomous Vipers way back in the 56th season, and All Blacks stated to play the Ghana Premier League way back in 1961 and 62. We also had another team here in Swedru, Gunnar Fankoba. Also played a part back in the 1963-64 season. Well, we had that St. Fosu Soccer Missionaries, also had their chance in the Premier League way back in 1989, the 1990 season. And Feyenoord came back in the Ghana Premier League back in 2004, and the Elmina Sharks in 2017. We've got 7 different clubs in the Central region who've had to grace the Ghana Premier League, and Swedru All Blacks had to come back, initially known as Gamba All Blacks, and now back to Swedru All Blacks, and now they have this set piece, ball sent into the box again. And the referee spotting a little bit of a push there just outside the 18-yard box, and so again it goes into the favour of the team Swedru All Blacks. Swansea Bafu was the one who was pushed down.
I think that Swansea is going to be a thorn in the flesh of Gold Stars. They looked at the free kick more like a training ground routine, and Swansea came out from the penalty area, got a touch to it, and Sanu, who had come in deep to help defensively, couldn't resist him. And that's a free kick in a very good position.
Yet again, another opportunity for Swedru All Black to see if they can whip this ball in and get the first goal. They've been knocking, they've been probing, they've been asking a lot of questions. Yet to find the answer here. They still have men, but just behind the ball there. We've seen the first free kick missed there by Samuel Fosu. He's still the man given a chance here. Can there be a moment, but this time he's not the one taking it. It is Zayat Abubakar, who also scored a goal against Brekum Chelsea at this particular venue. Zayat.
I think that wasn't the best of free kicks. That was a very poor one. Could have actually done better in that position. You don't go in casually.
Still. They're looking for the call there. He was already going down. The referee reads and Cancer says no. Yeah, not the best decision there for the All Blacks player. He had almost every opportunity to at least send the ball back into the 12-yard area. It's got these players, Swansea and Nerib, all of them lurking. Rudolph Mensa they were just hoping to pounce on that ball there. And He just decided to go down for a penalty call.
Good drive into the penalty area. All he had to do was to just make a very good turn and make that cutback or delivery, but he waited too long and he just had to be shoved off the ball legally. I think you can't blame Rita. She was very close to the action and couldn't have given that as a free kick.
You can actually count the number of touches there from Gold Stars in the half of All Blacks.
The brakes seems to have been applied on Michael Nkoa. Though he's won a free kick, he hasn't really sparked up to life. Suspected to be the most dangerous player on the outlet for Gold Stars.
Philip Ofori for this free kick. Very much just the only player starting on his way. Ofori looking to pick up his colleagues in the box. And it's been headed down, but again it's been picked up by Clementai. And again, you talked about this man, Kofi, not the tallest player, but again very effective in the air.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do, and the delivery there from Philip Ofori was sublime. He had to just make sure he connected to that ball, not with the greatest power. And Clementai was very well positioned to prevent that from getting into the goalpost.
Again, this is absolutely wasteful opportunity there from Gold Stars.
Very wasteful. It could have made a better decision there from goalkeeper Kobe, but the pass from Anaba wasn't really the pass he was expecting. Lots of misplaced passes from Gold Stars.
Fusu. Here comes Fusu again. Just see had the fans asking for a penalty outside the box. A bit interesting decision there from them. Again, it was Fusu who went to ground. Michael Inko there. You talked about him and what was expected of him to this afternoon, but I'm not too sure exactly if he's backed in this game, hasn't he?
Well, his wing seemed to have been clamped down by Abdulaziz Aziz down the left-hand side of All Blacks defensive unit. When it gets difficult for them, they look up to him with his impressive runs and cutbacks inside the penalty area.
Gideon and Nabar and the likes of Zayat Abubakar sporting 5 shirts in this competition. As a Premier League match week 4. Still goalless between Swedru All Blacks and Bibiani Gold Stars. 5 minutes plus added time to go here. The home side have had opportunity, and now they try to hit this round from this long range there. Razak Sanu. He's been off, but he's back.
Well, I'm sure he should be looking at his effort. That was quite not the very best of 10s, and the execution wasn't great as well. But we're looking forward to getting a lot more of these opportunities. But he should be at least testing the goalkeeper from that position.
Still Ofori. He's being pushed down there by Neribat, doing some defensive duties there, the attacking player.
Trying to help defensively, but you need to do it legally. He just went right into the face of his man. Ofori seems to be the most dangerous player on the outlet there for Gold Stars. His runs, his deliveries into the penalty area.
So the two sides are just hoping they can have the goals coming in. They haven't. The fans are impatient. Sent to the far post again, and Takofi just going in for a header. Aziz here for All Blacks. Again, cut out. Sanu. Ofori.
That was impressive play there from Tutu and Zayat Bubakari, making sure that these attackers, Takumi and Sanu, don't find their way into the penalty area most times.
Goes Stars with a chance now. They try to move in and Takofi here, but ball sent in. There's Puto coming in to see if they can hit it. Nereba here. Swishing play, or lovely play from Nereba. Swansea's been given a chance, trying to pick out Rudolph Mensah. And it's been cleverly dealt with there by Go Stars. To control the midfield. They're trying to search for it. And you get a chance as well. Now they talk about the man in court. Again, having some difficulties there in terms of his ball control in court, but he's able to keep possession back to Go Stars. They begin to probe and fish out for more, and Scott Ofori going to the ground because of an injury. Probably might have picked up early on.
That looks to be a shoulder injury there from Ofori. Looks a bit serious. He's really in pain. But clearly not the very best of days for Michael Nkoa. Can see these fans are eager for a goal. They look uneasy.
Well, the stadium is going to go wild if a goal is scored here or the ball hit the back of the net. It hasn't happened yet. We're just almost ending the game, are we not?
Well, almost bringing the first half to a close, and I think they wouldn't be happy looking at the chances they have had. At least should have found the net in one of the times.
Swansea. And now he finds the man Ayi Kabia, Nereba, Aziz. But they may have to strike. Tinga over the block. And All Blacks having the better of those Stars. This is a Ofori. Kofi just waiting. He's got Zaya to beat there. Turns for a beautiful play there for Ofori. Looking to strike from this angle. It's been picked up by Clement Aye. And we're doing 3 minutes of additional time.
I think that was the very best of passes there from Nkoa all game. Finding Ofori, who was just allowed on the pitch after getting down the touchline for treatment. But that delivery, little to be desired, too close to the goalkeeper. There was no way he was going to find any man. If you need a goal, you need to send in better deliveries.
Siama. Nereba has always been a target on the left wing. And couldn't quite get to the ball there.
It's been interesting, the expansive play there from All Blacks. And Ahmed Fathi Ibrahim applauding that even when the ball had to just go a bit far away from Nereba. Hopefully this pays off in the second half.
Good ball down to left-hand side here. Go Stars looking to hit this one into the box, but Clement says thank you, picks it up quietly.
Clement Aye would always be happy welcoming these balls. Emmanuel Ejay with a very good run. He picked up that pass from Atakumi. But that effort lacking power. Goalkeepers would always be ready to welcome efforts like that.
There's a foul here for Gold Stars. We talk about the man Samuel Takumi. It's been pretty much dangerous. He's on the move there for Gold Stars. It's been one busy player on the pitch there for Gold Stars this afternoon. He's got 2 headers going wide. That's Swansea. So it was exciting to see Rudolph Mensah just getting into the part of Atinga, looking to outsmart him and get the balls into the likes of Swansea and Neriba, who are just looking just in front of the 18-yard box there. A lovely play here. Player goes to ground. It's going to be a foul, obviously.
And clearly, that was brilliant piece of play coming in from Samuel Boateng. So he's been the live wire of the team. Every time he picks up that ball, you clearly understand that he, as a player, to do the damage of the opponent. And clearly good position in the final minute of the first half. Gold Stars will be cursing their stars for giving this away. Should it go in?
May want to come. We have seen the performance there from Swedru All Blacks. Gold Stars. We want to see if they can at least protect the scoreline and not to concede at this particular stage, heading into the second half. Swedru All Blacks really we want to make sure that they give the fans something to cheer about there. Free kick, and you've had the likes of Derek Isiama just behind the ball whipped in against and blocked by the wall. It's been recycled once again, sent in, and it's been picked up, but the goalkeeper fluffed it. Ooh, that would have been an interesting goal there for the team. Swedru All Blacks. Zayat with that ball there.
Not the very best of efforts there, but 2-1 came and he picked it up. Decided to drive it. Kobe was not expecting it to bounce, just right in front of him. But that trailing arm was enough to send the ball across the face of goal for a corner kick. That was pretty much dangerous. Any lapse of concentration could cost you.
It's a ball to near post. Now opportunity for All Blacks again, but Kobe will pick it up. And so it sums up the performance of both sides. It's been All Blacks all through the first 45 minutes. They have been the better side against Gold Stars, the team that just returned from Algeria after exiting the CAF Champions League. It's been first half of exciting football from the home side. It's been first half of something of defensive work there from Gold Stars. But it all comes down to one narrative.
They'll be very much happy not to concede very early like they did in the CAF Champions League in both ends. This time around, they go down the tunnel, goalless against Swedru All Blacks, a team that dismantled Brecum Chelsea by 3-0. But they will be very much happy. Swedru All Blacks will not be very much happy, wasting all the numerous goal-scoring opportunities.
At halftime, All Blacks 0, Bibiani Gold Stars 0.
Minutes here at the Swedru Sports Stadium has come to a closure, and it's goalless between All Blacks and, of course, Bibiani Gold Stars. We've had some good chances being created by both sides, but no goals yet here at this venue. And I have with me the assistant coach of Swedru All Blacks, Joseph Ajmai. Now, Joe, you started the game quite well. You created all the chances, couldn't score. What needs to change in the second half?
Yeah, thank you very much. We are not going to change anything. We just keep on and then add 1 or 2 things so that we can get our goals.
Of course.
Because our players are not patient enough. So we are going to talk to them.
Okay.
Let them know that they have to be patient. Okay. Gradually, the goal will come. So
now you saw that opportunity that Rudolph got, and he missed. I mean, that is unlike him.
Yeah, it's very painful. It's very painful because anyone who knows Rudolph will not miss this opportunity or this chance. But it has come, and then we go and then talk to him, let him calm down, and then play very well, play normal, and everything will be fine.
Well, wish you all the best in the second 45 minutes. Joseph Ajimai is the assistant coach of Swedru All Blacks. I'll be joined by Godwin Ablodi, the assistant coach of Bibiani Gold Stars there. One of the finest midfielders we had some time back in the Ghana Premier League. Now, coach, you've been able to hold the fort for the first 45 minutes, though you started in a very jittery manner. How would you, rate the first half performance of your team?
I think let me comment our boys. They have done very well because we look at the weather and the sun is too hot, and I think both sides have done well. I will average it that both sides have played well.
Now, in the second half, what would your team do differently? Or you will be content with just coming here and getting a draw, or you want to throw the kitchen sink at them?
We make sure we vary again, make sure you get the 3 maximum points because while sitting down and looking at how the game is going, I think when we do some strategical changes, we can win the day for us.
Well, thanks very much. I wish you all the best for the second 45 minutes. Godwin Ablodi, the assistant coach of Bibiani Gold Stars. A lot to talk about here from the first 45 minutes, and Kelvin Owusu-Ansah will be joining me shortly. But before that, we take a quick breather. We will return. From that break, you're still watching TV3 and on your TV, and it is the Ghana Premier League. Match day 4 is what we are looking forward to. As you know, Hartlepool yesterday drawing with Bibiani United. Today we are here at the Swedru Sports Stadium. It is goalless at the moment between Swedru All Blacks and the current league champions, Bibiani Gold Stars. My name is Mutale Akubu, and Kelvin has joined me here from all the way from commentary position. He's here. I mean, Kelvin, the first 45 minutes, extraordinary, especially if you are a Swedru All Blacks fan. They created the better chances. Rudolph coming close to scoring, and to the surprise of many, that early chance he missed.
Well, very much surprising, and you look at him and how he's been able to finish off chances, you know, for this team when during their time in the lower division, and even from the start of the season, making sure that his incisive passing gets to Swansea for him to finish. He himself has managed to get 1 goal out of the previous 3 games that they've played. I was expecting him to go on with the laces of his body. He decided to go in for that killer, for a placement, and, you know, not with the right body balance and not with the right technique. He just flubbed his efforts, and I think that was very much disappointing. They've had a number of very good opportunities. I think that they could have stepped up and at least worked goalkeeper Emmanuel Kobe in post, but they've given those chances away, just hoping that they will not rue these missed chances at the end of the game.
And for Bibiani Gold Stars, I mean, they've not created much, but 2 headers coming from Andy Kumi. It looks like if they want to play through him, he's their best bet to score in goals.
Well, he's going to be their best bet, but you look at those on the flanks too, and, you know, Michael Nkoa hasn't sparked to life as you'd expect him to be. He's supposed to be the man on the outlet that would feed Samuel Atakumi and Sanu inside, you know, the penalty area so many times, but he's been very much off color. His positioning, his touch, almost moving away from him. He's been slipping throughout the game. Emmanuel Eje has been trying his best, but it hasn't been to the greatest quality. That's therefore limiting, you know, Atakumi there. For the chances that he's managed to get, they've all come through Philip, who is the right back, and it hasn't really been the best of crosses. It's either it's hanging and he needs to work his neck muscles. So very much difficult, and that hasn't really helped them. If they want to get goals, they need to be going directly through Samuel Atakumi.
Now, Kevin, one battle that I envisaged before the start of the game was between Vincent Atinga and Rodolph. And it looks like so far the veteran defender has won the battle.
Well, he's winning with experience. He's not going in with too much physical, you know, and then he's not pacey. So all he needs to do is to time his runs to give that pacing, you know, opportunity for Rudolph to pick up the ball. And then he uses his experience to just win the balls away. Going down the technical area, I'm sure that Nanaia Omankwa will be very much happy with what he's seen. But for Rudolph, coming into the second half, he'll be thinking, why don't I allow my players to be hitting the ball so that I go in for a chase with Vincent Atinga, where he's been limited all because of his age. If they play to that, then Rudolph can probably in the second half get an advantage. But as experienced as Atinga is, he wouldn't give him too much space for him to have the edge whenever the ball is hit long for them to chase it.
Now, if you talk about Gold Stars, one of their strongest points in that team has to be their midfield. Today, it looks like Francis Trini is not really pulling the strings, and rather, Swedru All Blacks are winning the midfield war.
Konto is sitting too deep, and Chene, who is expected to also, you know, make the blocks, has seemed to join the central defense, and that has limited the play. And you need to have the right balance in midfield. The link between defense and then midfield should be Chene, and then Konto should be doing the link-up play between himself, Sanu, and Atakumi. But he's been so much withdrawn, and I think that this is a great opportunity for Nanaia Omankwa into the second half to try new players. There is Ajete who bursts forward with energy on the bench. Why not bring him on, spark some life in midfield, and at least get that, you know, goal scoring opportunities and have a better command of the game.
Of course, and now Gold Stars have a 6-2 striker up front, but they are not sending in enough crosses. And I heard the assistant coach, Gordon Ablodi, shouting that they need to get crosses into the box.
And it's all because they are not using the wide areas as much as expected. Nkwa is the one expected to be delivering in those incisive crosses together with Philip. But Philip has been left alone to do that. And anytime he does it, it doesn't match up that quality. It doesn't match up that height. It doesn't match up that pace you'd expect to get to Sanu. And on the left-hand side, Emmanuel Eje, obviously, is not a player who would want to be sending in a lot more crosses. Every time he has the ball, he wants to find his way through into the penalty area with the cutbacks and then go for the effort himself. So I think that, yes, Ablode may be shouting from from the dugout, but they need a quick reorientation of how they play. If Nkua is not surviving, then they need to make the change as early as possible to find ways in which they can get the very best from their two centre forwards.
So the second half will start shortly, but we're still here at the Swedru Sports Stadium where Swedru All Blacks are taking on Bibiani Gold Stars. Now, from all that we've seen around this stadium, we can actually predict how Gold Stars, not Gold Stars, Swedru All Blacks will come out, especially in that second 45 minutes. They will throw everything at Gold Stars. Is that where they will be vulnerable?
Well, they'll throw everything to the sink, but I don't think that they'll be vulnerable because Gold Stars themselves haven't, given a very good account of how they've played. What I think that is going to happen is Gold Stars may be looking at how do we sit back and control the game from midfield. If they throw everything, I think it would be to the disadvantage of, Bibiani Gold Stars, who haven't really had a very good command with the opportunities that are falling to Swedru All Blacks. Maybe the difficulty of All Blacks is how to get Nyerba into the game a lot more times from the wide areas, and once they get that decision right, I think that the likes of Samuel Fosu and then Rudolph, as well as the captain and Swansea, have been very brilliant so far. They just need some bit of energy, some ignition in the second half, and then they will be good.
Now, with the way that Gold Stars have set up, not having enough opportunities, it looks like their best bet to scoring goals could be from set pieces. Is this the right time to introduce that man, Apia McCarthy?
Well, you may bring on Apia McCarthy, but how many set pieces are you winning? If you want to win a lot more set pieces, then you need to bring on Eduku, who fights for every single ball. With him, he's very much rugged. He's your traditional centre forward who wants to hold on to the ball. And if he holds on to the ball, frustration would then now come to Zayat, and then that is Tutu, who